Okay, everyone. Well, welcome to tonight's Business Builders edition. And we're here with Dr. Darren, and he is going to show us what the process is for enrolling people, or as we like to say, open an account. That's a little bit easier for people to take. So, Dr. Darren, I'm just going to let you take it away.
Cool. So first and foremost, thank you to each of you for showing up here. Because you are choosing to show up, obviously, ASEA has made an impact in your life and in your heart, and you recognize the value of these amazing molecules and the impact not only for your own personal health and family, but as a result, the impact that this holds for other people in the world. I'm going to share with you how I go about sharing the product with people. And I want to begin by saying that as much as this is business, this is a real business, this is not about selling for me. This is not about selling any products to anyone ever. This is about giving someone real hope to create real change in their health and their well-being. And the byproduct, hey Micah, of love and gratitude. The byproduct of someone having an experience with this is that maybe they will at one point desire to share this with another person. That is not my drive. It isn't. My drive is 100% health, well-being related, and making sure that people know how to use this product and order the product effectively. ASEA was put into motion as a direct marketing company because of its unique technology. Its unique technology was something that almost got buried in the red tape of big pharma, where Vertus Norton, the founder of this incredible company, was given an opportunity to sell for a lot of money. More money than I can possibly imagine, to tell you the truth. More money than my mind really has ever been able to imagine. And he said no. And he said no because of the real impact that it has on human beings' lives. And here is this guy who lives in Utah, Salt Lake City, right? Here he is, and he's selling this thing that is salt water, right? And it tastes like pool water. And it's like, how are you going to sell this in Walgreens? He knew how to do that. He was the CEO of marketing for Kraft Foods. He knew how to sell it in stores around the world. He had avenues to do it in that type of way. But this is a unique product. And it's a unique product that in and of itself, from the taste of it to the individuality of how people's health is from the starting gate, enables them to be able to confidently use the product in a particular way, but they're going to have to navigate until they find, like in tennis, where you hit the sweet spot and you find the right amount and you got the dosage and you know what it is. It's unique for all of us. So I've been using it for over 4 years. I did not share this with another human being besides my family for a year on the product, right? Had a defining moment. That woman's next to me on the squares here of Ellen Welk. And that opened up the door. And since then, I've shared this with a lot of people, like a lot of people, a lot of people. And so as a result of this, I have come to understand the process of using this confidently, and also the way to get the best savings so that when people are using the product, they can confidently, in a skeptical way, and hear what I'm saying, because everyone's skeptical when they first start, for the most part. Everyone's skeptical on a certain level, so that they can confidently, in a skeptical way, begin this process. And you got to give people the ability to be skeptical in moving forward so that they can have their own experience, So that being said, because I want this to be, that's the preface to what we're going into, because you can watch this and go, whoa, look at this sales tactic that Dr. Darren's doing. Right? Bullshit. No sales tactic here. Sharing to help people create real change in their health and save the most amount of money, so that in the process of using this, they can do it effectively. And I always tell people, after I've shared a couple videos, and the videos might be a quick start video or a before and after video of the Renew 28, or maybe the Genesis video, okay? Those are usually the 3 that I use, okay? I like something under 10 minutes. So it's like, because people aren't gonna watch a long Gary Samuelson video, even though today, I had a woman who, now she's ready to do it, but she's already been educated for a long time. And she goes, do you have any other scientific stuff? So I sent her an hour-long Gary Samuelson video, but I would never send that off the bat. That was no one's gonna do that. No one's gonna do that. So really simple video from the beginning. And I write an email expressing to them, watch this video, watch these videos, and listen to these words. And if this resonates with you, and hold on, one other thing before I go forward. Not only do I share the videos, those 2 or 3 videos, quick start, before and after Renew 28, and the Renew 28 one has a funky music. I mean, it's really funky. And it's under 3 minutes. And then the Genesis. I will also, if they're on Facebook, if they're not, I'll tell them, get on Facebook, because I want to have them go to the ASEA Healthy Self page. I want them, I need them to go there so that they understand what's going on and what's possible. And so I say, spend 10 minutes reading some of these, reading some of these. If this resonates with you, now this is what I say. If this resonates with you, then I will happily guide you in using and ordering the product so that you get the best results and the best price. Those are exact words that I say, right? If this resonates with you, then I will happily guide you in using and ordering the product so that you can get the best results and the best price, right? So, and I put, if you have any questions, let me know. I want to answer your questions so that you can feel confident, period. Okay, here we are. So for the most part, people come back and they either go, yeah, I want to do it, or it says that it's expensive salt water. What is this? Hey, how come I can get it on Amazon? and all these other things, and I answer questions, okay? And I answer questions appropriately based upon whatever question that they have. And then we begin. And then we begin. And I never give people a link to sign up. I never say, here's my link and here's how you sign up. Why? Because they're not going to use it properly. They're going to taste it one time. They're going to go, this is crap. Or they're going to do it and they're going to be dehydrated and they're going to get a headache, or they're going to get a tummy ache, or they're going to have a breakout in their skin and they're going to go, holy shit, what is this stuff that I'm taking? And they're going to miss a blessing to their life if only they understood the process. If only they were guided with a process, which is what I'm sharing with you right now. And this is based upon years of experience now that I've personally had, okay? So they write back, I wanna do this. Cool. What I'm gonna do then is I'm gonna send you a Zoom link, and hey, everyone here can get a free Zoom account, or you have a Skype. Skype can share as well. You can share a screen with Skype, you can share a screen with Zoom, okay? And I guide them through it. Now I wanna talk to you on multiple levels, because this is 100% driven by health and well-being. And at the same time, you're not naive that this is a real business opportunity for you. So you want to be intelligent in how you go about doing this, because the nature of success in direct marketing is duplication. Okay? That's the nature of success. What you do with this person is what this person will do with the people that when they have their own experience and they think about their sister and their neighbor and their coworker, they're gonna do the same thing that you did with them. More than likely. More than likely. There's all different kinds of unique scenarios, of course, right? But the nature about it's duplication. So one of the things that I'm sharing with you as a result of doing it in this way, guess what? This becomes something that creates momentum. There's leverage here. There's real duplication, momentum, and leverage here, okay? And it is driven with integrity and authenticity of helping people bring out their best. So, okay, I sent the link. Here we are, okay? And now, okay, cool. Hey, Ellen. So excited that we get this opportunity. What I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna share my screen with you. And I'm gonna walk you through the process, and I want you to understand that I am going to be explaining every step of the way. It's gonna take about 20 minutes, right? It's gonna take about 20 minutes, but I'm gonna be educating you about the ins and outs. I'll give you a recommendation of, you know, what I recommend and why I do, but I want you to understand, whatever you choose, you choose. Whatever resonates in your heart, you do it. If you don't understand something, ask me. I want you to feel super confident and clear in what we're doing, okay? So Ellen's like, cool, bring it on, Dr. D. I'm like, all right.
Bring it on.
Bring it on. So I share my screen. And in sharing my screen, you guys get to see my crazy desk right here. And I go here. And I say, okay, here is my ASEA website. And I am gonna log on in. And I'm gonna go over here. And I'm gonna click on my business. and I'm going to put new enrollment. So Ellen, check this out. You're in the United States. What's really cool about, and I want to pause right now. Everybody, I'm now in mode, okay? I'm in mode right now. So this is my process. Hear my communication style. Hear it. Words are important. Words are important. So listen to how I'm communicating, and I'd encourage you to watch this again and again so that you start to understand, because there's meaning behind everything that I'm doing here, okay? So the beauty about this company is it's in 34 countries around the world. We're ordering it today in the United States. So we're perfect right there. I'm gonna click next. And so I wanna explain to you, Ellen, the different ways that you can go about ordering this product. Remember how I said to you, this is a direct marketing company. I am in no means looking to get you on a direct marketing team. I'm not. I'm not looking to get you on a direct marketing team. This is just the nature of the business and how they've set it up, but you have zero obligation to buy or sell any product, no matter what, no matter how you order this. And I'm going to explain the 3 different ways that you can order it. You have zero obligation to buy or sell anything. So I want to explain to you, you can buy this wholesale or retail, okay? There's 2 ways to do it wholesale, and there's 1 way to do it retail. And Ellen, I will not let you order it retail. I won't, because there's no reason for you to pay more than what I pay. There's no reason whatsoever for you to pay more than what I pay. And let me explain to you then the 2 ways that you can buy it wholesale. One is called a preferred membership. I call it a membership. And the other is called an associate membership. Let me explain the associate first. The associate, you pay $40 and it gives you a year-long membership. Gives you a year-long membership. It enables you to buy wholesale. If you want to reinstate your membership in a year, in the United States, it's $25 every year after that. You'll get a website like what I'm on right now. It enables you to manage your orders and different things like that. But one of the things that the associate membership gives you is that the first time only, you'll get a first time order discounted price. It's a discounted package. And that in of itself will, if at the minimal, negate the $40 that you pay for the membership. But what it also does is it gives you what are called loyalty points. And loyalty points basically equals free product. When you understand what this product is, you will appreciate getting this for free. So the loyalty points happen because you order this on what's called auto ship. And as we spoke about before, you're going to use this consistently in the right way for 90 to 120 days. 90 to 120 days, you're going to do this properly, because what's been going on in your body just didn't start yesterday. So you just gotta use this properly. So over that time, you're gonna get loyalty points that turns into free product. With the associate membership, it also gives you the opportunity that if you do ever choose to share this with anyone, then the company will give you a thank you check. Once again, this is not about you sharing this with other people. This is about you using this for yourself. There's zero obligation to buy or sell. But this enables you to have some bonuses in first signing up, which I feel are really worth it. However, some people don't ever want to give their social security number. And if you're in that place where you're like, I don't give my social security number ever, I just don't do that, then what I'd recommend is the preferred customer, okay? The preferred customer is a wholesale. You get it at wholesale. There's no $40 fee. There's no $40 fee for it. You get it at wholesale. You don't get the first order savings. You do get loyalty point, but it's at a lower percentage for the loyalty points. So it just takes a little bit longer to build up free product, but it's still great. And if you do want to share this with other people, then you don't get a thank you check. It's just like saying, hey, go to my favorite restaurant. They don't give you a thank you check either. It's just like you just recommending something, okay? So do you have any questions about either one of these, or does one of these more than the other resonate with you? So the person will go, well, let me have an understanding with this. This one's $40. It enables me to have a savings. Like, I don't know, what do you think I should do? Either people are gonna say straight off the bat, I don't ever give my social security number. If that's what it is, and they're not gonna do it, I immediately beeline to preferred customer, and I just do preferred customer for them. And, you know, and just go from there, because people can always switch from a preferred customer to associate at any time. They always have that opportunity. But sometimes they'll ask questions, they'll go, so what do you recommend? I'm like, you know what? Because there's no obligation, and the reality is you've got a full money guarantee within the first 30 days of using this product, you know, based upon, you know, what you order and how much you use, that there's really no risk in doing it. If this is something that you resonates, you recognize that this is a value for your health and your well-being, I do recommend the associate membership based upon the packages that it offers. And most people go, yeah, I definitely want to do that. Cool, great. If they do the preferred customer, just do it. Bada bing, bada boom, go from there. But they say, okay, I want to do the associate membership. Now, I explained we're going to have a little bit of math here. And the math is this. For the first, what I recommend, unless it's a child, but an adult, what I recommend is 2 ounces twice a day for a week. And after a week, go up to 4 ounces twice a day. And stay there. For the most part, in the upper percentile, that's the sweet spot for 80+% of the people that are using the product. Obviously, there are people with really significant degenerative disease going on, and as a result, they might need more or disperse throughout the day, but I recommend 2 ounces twice a day for the first week, and then 4 ounces twice a day afterwards. One, because of my experience with so many people using the product. 2, because of the studies that were done with ASEA as far as a double-blind placebo research, where they did 4 ounces twice a day, and after 8 weeks of doing 4 ounces twice a day, every person that was on that amount had 5 genetic markers positively switch on by 21 to 31%. Inflammation, immunity, digestion, hormone, cardiovascular. So not only from the objective point of view, but from the personal point of view of what I've seen and witnessed with other people, I recommend people going up to the 4 ounces twice a day. So that being said, this cup comes with your order, and this cup is 2 ounces, 60 milliliters. And so you'll start with this. 2 ounces twice a day equals 4 of these bottles in a month, which means that 4 ounces twice a day, 2 of these cups twice a day, is going to be 8 bottles in a month. And we're going to move forward and in a committed way, use this properly for 90 to 120 days. 90 to 120 days. So here's the different options that we have, and let me explain them to you so you understand the logic as far as using the product. And here's the thing for me. I mean, all the products that ASEA has created are phenomenal. Their vitamins, their micronutrients, their essential fatty acids, the biome, you know, it's a great product. I potentially would recommend a different probiotic, to tell you the truth, but the other supplements, phenomenal. They're phenomenal. What moves me is the redox supplements. That's just for me. And so I recommend the packages that are specifically redox based. Some people definitely need vitamins, minerals, essential fatty acids, antioxidants. They need it and they don't have it. And in that, you feel confident with the supplements that they offer here so that the cells have stuff to communicate. But when I'm working with people, what I'm recommending is the redox products, which is the ASEA and the Renew 28. And then based upon the individual that we're working with the Renew 28, I have a protocol of at least twice a day, face, neck, ears, thyroid, parathyroid, doing that twice a day and over specific parts of the body wherever there might be a pain, dis-ease, dysfunction, scar tissue, whatever it might be. And then we're doing 3 applications within 5 minutes. Okay. So that being said, what does that look like within ordering? This is a great one. It's called the Personal Redox Pack. Comes with 4 bottles, 2 tubes of Renew 28, and 6 free tubes, sample tubes of Renew 28. Okay. So that's a great one to begin with, but in doing it with 4 ounces twice a day, the reality is you're going to want to add a case. Now, let's say somebody is in a situation where they're like, you know, hey, I'm scraping, like truly scraping to make this happen. I can't afford another case. And that's really where they're at. Then do the 1 case, do the 2 tubes, do the 6 free tubes, and go for it. That's phenomenal. That negated the $40 membership fee in of itself. And you got 6 free tubes of Renew 28, of the small tubes of Renew 28. But when somebody really is in a health challenge experience, they're really in it, and they really need to create a change. And having cells communicate, detecting where there's damaged cells, repairing and replacing them, and they get what this is, then people will do what they need to do, because people do all kinds of things, from smoking cigarettes to going out and doing all kinds of things. People spend money on all kinds of things. When people really recognize the value of it, they will do what they need to do. So if they were to add another case here, it would be $330 for 2 cases. And with the auto ship, it would be $330 every month. So what I like to do is point out to people the bigger picture of where we're going. And the bigger picture is 90 to 120 days. In 90 to 120 days, if we look at this one, and I'll say what I don't, then I'll say what I do. I don't like the name of this. I wish it wasn't called a business redox pack. I wish it was called the Power Redox Pack. So when I'm talking to people, I say, I know it says business redox pack, but I call it the Power Redox Pack. And the Power Redox Pack, what it does is it gives us 4 cases. And I invite you to look at it in this way, because this is really cool. It gives 4 cases, 16 bottles. It gives 12 free sample tubes of Renew 28. And if you look at this, in the sense of 120 days. This is the first month. This is the second month. This is the third month. This is the fourth month. You're committing for 4 months. And what you're doing, check this out, because understand the math here. You're saving $125 right off the bat. You're getting 12 free tubes of Renew 28. Now, even further, if you look here, you're going to get this, right when we order this today, with this pack, you're going to get 50 loyalty reward points, which means 2 free bottles of ASEA straight today, plus 10% future auto ship orders. What does that mean? It means free products coming faster because you have a higher percentage of loyalty points with this order. So the second component of this is, because we're doing this one, the auto ship can be a lower auto ship. The auto ship, 1 case instead of 2 cases like this one, and 2 tubes of Renew 28, which basically makes it $200 for the auto ship instead of $330. So you're saving $125 straight off the bat. You're jumping in, you're leaping, and you're committing yourself to 120 days where you're like, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this properly. I lower my cost for the auto ship, so for that, for 4 months, I'm getting 1 case per month, 2 tubes of Renew 28, and what this does is it enables you to begin this process, and it gives you enough product to play with it. Because, hey, you got somebody who is into exercise and, you know, take it before you exercise, take it after. Notice the difference in your resilience and your recovery. You know, you might have somebody else in your family that also, you know, might want to use it, and you've got some to use with them, plus you're saving and lowering it in that way. Now, that's one component of it. Okay, that's one component. I might want to add a tube or 2 based upon the level of skin that we're looking to be covering for a month. But in all reality, 12 small mini tubes is a great beginning as well. But we can always add 1 or 2 based upon the level of challenges that a person has. Now, another one that I like to show people, and obviously it is definitely a bigger ticket. However, you got to think about the mindset. And rather than putting like, oh my God, 1,040, like that makes me feel anxious and overwhelmed. By putting any financial thought in ahead of health only affects the person's outcome rather than you. This is not about that. You got to just educate and lead and show people what the opportunity is. This one is phenomenal as it comes with 6 cases. And what I tell people is this is a 6-month commitment. And 1 case per month for 6 months. Get 1 case per month on auto ship. Maybe 1 tube of Renew 28 or 2, depending upon the amount of skin that you're covering. But this one's insane. This one, right off the bat, you're saving $350. $350. Plus, you're getting 25 free tubes of sample Renew 28. And what's awesome is even further. Come on, Ennio. Hold on a second. Hold on 1 second. Sorry. My doggy. What's awesome about this is the $40 enrollment is included. So that's negated, the $40 enrollment. And the moment that you sign up, you get 150 loyalty reward points. What's the significance of that? A case and a half of ASEA, 6 free bottles of ASEA, plus 15% on future auto ship orders. What does that mean? You got a rocket ship of free products coming in. What does that mean? Here we are 6 months in, and now I'm only getting 1 case of ASEA for auto ship. The reality of that, which is so beautiful, is now you've built up so much loyalty points that you can still maintain. You can still maintain a lower auto ship amount just based upon your loyalty points within themselves. This person who's doing this and using the product correctly, guess what? They're going to get results. They're going to get results. And then guess what? They're going to share it with people. And then guess what? Now their product is even getting paid for even more. And once again, it's not about buying or selling, because at that point, they've had an experience. They've had an experience. So, hey, that's not for everyone for, different reasons. But it definitely is for some people that get it. And when your heart's coming with integrity and authenticity, and you're doing this for health and well-being, this really makes a lot of sense for a lot of people, especially in a family, or someone who's just been suffering for a long time and would do anything to change their health. This one is absolutely phenomenal. And wait a second, guess what? I hate the name of this pack. I hate the name of this pack, Entrepreneur Redux Pack. So this one's the Power Redux Pack. This is called the Superhero Redux Pack. I call that the Superhero Redux Pack, and so, and that's how I communicate with people. Once again, I'm just talking and I'm being a messenger and I'm answering questions. Whatever some people just go, yep, I'm in, right? Or, you know what, right now, Dr. D, what makes more sense is this one. Or no one ever orders 2 cases right here. Once they realize this, like $330, $520, the reality is go for the stretch here and get the savings on it. It's a no-brainer between these two. It's a no-brainer between those two. And that is phenomenal for that person. It really is. And now they've committed, skeptically committed for 120 days so that they can do this properly. So here I am. And I'm like, this is what I want, Dr. D. I want to do this one. So I click on it, add to cart. And they've got an autoimmune disease. And the autoimmune disease is creating scar tissue and inflammation in multiple joints throughout the body. We're not gonna, and the joints are swollen. We're not gonna name any names of diseases. But because of that, we're gonna add some extra Renew. In fact, we're gonna do 2.
Okay, Dee, you just froze, so we're going to give you a minute.
And that's my first order. What?
Oh, you just froze. You froze at 2 tubes. But
oh, 2 tubes saves me $5 a tube. I say $10. And now I clicked on it, and then that becomes the first order. So I'm not going to add any other additional product. If somebody wants to add supplements, they can, but it's not my driving force when I'm doing ASEA. I'm going to start with the redox potential. I'm going to talk to people about hydration and food and sleep and movement, right, as their nutrients and different things. Definitely things can be added along the way, but that's my drive. And now we're at auto ship. Now, because we did the 4 cases, 1 case per month, 4 cases, 4 months. Now for the auto ship, I'm gonna do 1 case and 2 tubes of Renew 28 so that we and people have an understanding of the right way to use it. And then boom, here we are. Now, here I am. And I go, okay, Alan Welk. And I'm going to put business name, Alan, or I could use, do you want, what's your animal insights?
Yeah, but you don't have to do that.
I know, I'm just having fun.
Okay, go for it then.
Animal insights, and then I go, Alan Welk, right here, recognition name, because you do this. And now I put her address in. And Ella, what's your address?
4507.
4507.
Andrew Street.
What is it?
Andrew
Andrew Street. Do I got that right?
Yep.
And what city are we in?
Oshkosh,
Oshkosh, and we're in the great state of
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. Wait, hold on a second. Wisconsin. And the zip?
54904.
54904. So just like I'm doing this, Ellen's telling me I'm putting it in. So she gives me her social security number, blah, 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 blah. I put it in. Birth date, Ellen?
7 July 25th.
Here we go. Coming up. Birthday girl.
68, the magic
Oh,
number.
yeah. That's my girl. 68. We share it. 68. And we're in Central Time Zone. I put the phone. Now check this out. Ellen, what's your email?
ellenwelk@gmail.com.
ellenwelk@gmail.com. Now check it out. Press enter. Now this part's fun. I click right here. Wait. Click right here. Oh, it doesn't let me go because ellenwelk@gmail.com. It's funny. It doesn't do it for you right now. But ellenwelk@gmail.com. Okay. So make sure that the shipping address is the same as the primary address. Now check this out, guys. We want to be intelligent here because you guys are going to share this with so many people. You're going to help so many people. So here we are, username, Ellen Welk. Okay? Ellen Welk. And then Ellen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? Ellen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Have a means to a strategy of keeping track of passwords. So if their first and last name is their personal website, ellenwelk.teamasea.com, and their password, make it something where it's the same thing for everyone so that your people that you share it with, if they need help in changing their auto ship, or they need help in ordering or doing whatever, they want to share it with somebody. Like I've got to call a chiropractor tonight in California for somebody that's underneath, and I'm going to help that person. I'll order it right directly underneath that person because I know how to support the people that I've shared it with. So have a strategy that makes it simple for you to be able to help the people that you shared it with already. Read the documents, boom. The next page is going to be their credit card. You're going to put their credit card information itself. And then the last page is going to be make sure that all the T's are crossed, all the I's are dotted, and that everything is correct. And press it in. Welcome. Congratulations. And then afterwards, my friends, afterwards, you go to your LifeLine ASEA team and you go, hey, guys, please join me in welcoming, right? Whoever it might be. But the first thing is you got to invite them to our LifeLine ASEA team and then welcome them so that they can fit, because this page is all about being supported. There's no push about any business. It's not about that ever. This is about supporting people so that they understand the product, so that they understand if they have questions or concerns or different things like that, and go from there. And it's amazing how loving this incredible community has organically formed in this way. Here's somebody, you know, and you're keeping track. Hey, Ellen, how's it been going? You've been on it for, 2 weeks. Any questions? Tell me what's happening. You know what? I've noticed that my energy doesn't go, in this sporadic way, or I'm noticing my sleep's better, or like, wow, my poops are better, or whatever it might be. Like different things are different. Like, oh, that's so awesome. One of the things is that, I don't know, like I've noticed like I'm itchy with my eyes in springtime. Hey, you know what a good idea, Ellen, is? Get an eyedropper and put the ASEA in your eyes. You can do that? Yeah. And there's 101 different ways to do everything in this product. And so you can't tell everybody everything about this product all at once. It's impossible. We'd combust. So as you're following up and you're communicating and people are more aware of what's happening, you can guide them and lead them so that they can become empowered with where they're at. Now, here they are, and now they've had a month, they've had 2 months, and oh, wow, so something's happening here. Or if something's not happening, you know what, you've got extra product. Take, you know what, instead of 4, go 6. Take 4 ounces in the middle of the day. They've got the product, you can play with that, you can do that, and that's very important. Because then once they, all of a sudden it's like, oh wow, because the nature of this unique product is once you find it, where the cells go, bzz, and now you're on. And then I don't even know how to say it, but you're like, I'm online. I'm online. Like, whoa, I discovered the world wide web of my consciousness and my cells are communicating and this is freaking cool. Once somebody feels that, they feel it and there's no turning back and it becomes an internal experience. It's so exciting. It's so exciting. And then they know, and what's fun is like, they'll go, wow, like, do you think this can help my neighbor who has this, who has diabetes or has this la 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 la, like, hey, you know, everything has a cell, you know, and we want to get the cells communicating. Absolutely. You know, if you want help with sharing this with your friend, I'd be happy to do this for you. And now you do that. And guess what you're doing? You're leading by example. And you're doing this with integrity and authenticity. And you're really helping somebody. And that person has a real path that they walk that becomes something that to me is my life's passion and mission. Like that, I'm on this planet to help people create health in an optimal way where they feel amazing inside and they're empowered to help other people. Oh, that's the game. That's the gig. That's what it's all about. And the fact is, like now I know the product, I know the company, and I know the business. And I know that they're all high vibration and that it's worth it in every way to lean in and do this properly. You lean in, you do this properly, you stay with it. You'll say, whoa, I'm glad I showed up for this cool webinar with Dr. D because that was a game changer for me and I learned how to communicate. Like what I talked about here tonight, is something that I encourage you to study. I would study this hard. I'd watch this 3 to 5 times and maybe more because there are golden nuggets of conscious communication here. Words matter. How you say something, it makes all the difference. I have zero attachment to anyone's outcome of what they do or don't do, but I am 100% committed to doing this with the highest vibration. And when you come at it from that point of view, people will feel you. People will feel you. The last 10 people that I shared ASEA with, everyone got the 4-pack, one person got the 6 case one, you know? I mean, that's amazing. That's amazing, right? And it's amazing for them. And obviously, it's an amazing thing for the business component of it. That's so secondary and tertiary. It's so secondary. It is not. It's about use it properly, purchase it properly so that you get the best results at the best price. That's it. Zero obligation to buy or sell. And truth is, within 30 days, if you buy the 4-pack, if you use 2 cases, if you use more than 2 cases, you can't return it. If you go into the 3rd case, you can. But if 2 cases, save your bottles. Save your bottles. And you're like, you know what? For whatever reason, this is a bunch of crap. This is shit. I'm not into it. You can return it. Full money guarantee. No questions asked. It's done. It's done. Right. And it's happened. It's happened to me where people have their own experiences, and that's okay. That's okay that people have to go through their own stuff. It's okay. But this process here will help you help people, where rather than someone going, I'm going to do it my way. I'm going to order one case and I'm going to sip it, and it tastes like pool water. It's so disgusting. Ugh, this is gross. It makes my skin dry. And they do it in their way, and it's just like, wait a second. So what does that mean? It means you've got to be confident. It means you've got to be absolutely confident, and you've got to have conviction in who you are. You got to speak with clarity in what you're expressing. And that will grow over time. It will. You'll get better and better and more clear and confident. Obviously, Carrie Waters has evolved in her communication skills, and as a result of her evolution in her clarity, in conviction and confidence, she's been able to make a huge difference in so many people's lives. And as a result, she's seeing the fruits of this in how other people are feeling, but she's also getting to understand another level of integrity, and that is that this is a real opportunity. This is not fake. And it's a funny kind of thing. I got to tell you something, because everyone that chooses to stay with the process, you're going to reach a point where you're going to go, oh my God, it's real. Oh my God, I wanted it to be real. And it's real. And it will happen to you. And I remember having a conversation with Ellen one night, and, you know, because Ellen was the first person I shared it with. So I was like, I didn't expect anything like this. It's like, oh my God. I'm like, all these different things will start to be tickers that go, oh wow, it's real. Oh wow, it's real. Doesn't mean that things don't happen along the way and people have their own experience. They do. But the whole thing's a real deal. Science, the people that run it are awesome people, and the opportunity that it offers, and the opportunity that it offers is keep that as a goal and keep that as a vision, but that's not the driving force. Even though many people go, hey, money, 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 money. It's great. I love it. Make millions of dollars, please. But have it be driven because you are coming from this place and you get it. Whatever resonates with you, you know. But those are my 2 cents. That's my heart. That's my passion. I hope this was valuable for you. I hope that you see the nature of where I'm coming from. And I would love to open this up to answer any questions that anyone might have right
I will say something. It's not really a question, but I really, really liked how you were explaining. It helped me, and it'll help me help others. How you were explaining the different packs. And I love how you explained that, like the big packs, it's like a 6-month commitment. And so
Right.
now you have that commitment, and now you just need to buy that one case and that extra tube every month or something. And you have all this, and you get all the discounts right off the get-go. I think that's brilliant.
Yeah, that's it.
Thank
You know, yeah, and it really is. It really is. It's so smart, and it's very intelligent, and people can recognize the intelligence of saving money and
Yes.
doing this. And you know, you might start somebody where you're like, hey, you know, they're over at your house. You give them some Renew 28. You do some shots with them. You get them educated. You send them to the Healthy ASEA page and stuff like that. But when it comes to purchasing it, share the video. You guide them into taking responsibility and ownership for themselves. And that becomes duplicatable. So I'm glad that was valuable for you. Jennifer.
Hi.
Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. This was gold. This was total gold for me. I really appreciate it. To expound upon what she was saying too, I too got a lot out of that. And you took it to a higher level than I had, you know, going all the way up the chain. And I love the commitment that it puts inside of their head, and that's really key, to get that inside of there. And the support aspect of it, I've really learned a lot tonight. Have you ever done the math to find out what the price per bottle is? For, like, you said that one of those packs was a 6-month commitment, but then you add up, if you were to subtract all of the savings and what they were going to be buying, and additionally for the remainder of the months, what that equates to, like, dollar-wise per bottle or per
You know,
case.
it's an awesome question. I have not, because it's
Might be
so,
interesting.
yeah, it really is interesting. That is. And, you know, the nature of it's like $350 right off the bat. We know that that's a savings. We know that the $40 that's the investment for the membership is wiped off. We know that you're getting an extra 6 bottles of ASEA right off the bat. We know that it's a 15% loyalty, which is an epic amount for every auto ship that they do, plus 25 free tubes of Renew 28. So you know, how you actually quantify all uniqueness of that, I don't know if we'd actually, but just in of itself of the $350 savings on it, I think that would be fascinating to have that. If you want, I'd be grateful.
I think I will, just for my own sake.
Cool.
You know?
Let me know.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. Let me know. I want to know.
Let us all
All right.
know.
Awesome.
Let us all know.
Okay. All right. I will do that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Brother love.
This has been such a great show. I really appreciate it. You guys put on a good show.
Say that again?
Yeah,
I
two
said,
questions.
you guys put on.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Jennifer.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, I was just being a tease. I'm like, yeah, you guys put on a good show, man.
Thank you. Yeah, we do. Ellen and D show.
Yep.
So 2 questions, real quick. A lot of times I get people that will say, well, I just want to try it. I just want 1 bottle. Do you pull back? Do you pull away and say, well, I don't do things that way? How do you handle that?
I just had that happen, and it's fortunate because it's somebody local and I had some extra product. And so I did allow them to do that. And it was a unique situation because I know the person very well.
Mm-hmm.
And they know me for a long period of time. I really encourage people in a soft, loving, yet confident way to commit to the experience of 90 to 120 days minimally to get the real experience, and based upon the uniqueness of everyone's own chemistry, life, habits. So, you know, I do my best to guide them in this way, but at the same time, if someone is in a place where they're like, what they're willing to do,
Mm-hmm.
then I would, you know, hey, you know, and depending upon that person, and I don't do this often, I might give somebody a bottle and say, use it. I don't know. It was so fascinating. Check this out. I had somebody in my practice. I gave them 1 bottle, and I don't do it often where I give a bottle away. I don't, but I gave this person a bottle, and then they ended up signing up and ordering the product. And I was then giving somebody a walkthrough, and I brought them to the Healthy ASEA Healthy Self page, and I started reading this testimonial. And the testimonial was, somebody gave me a bottle and yada, 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 and it's affected me where my hips, I'm walking better, and I had floaters in my eyes. And all I would like to do is say thank you to Dr. Darren Weissman. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I didn't even know that this had that impact. So I don't always share, but I shared with her. I gave her a bottle. She ended up ordering, you know, and I think that's a crapshoot because sometimes people don't, but I gave it the benefit of the doubt. And, you know, you got to listen to your heart and trust it along the way, and feel that, you know, somebody's just a full-on skeptic and they're just giving me giving you negative kind of like, you can tell the naysayers and the Debbie Downers and different things like that in between somebody who's just, you know, I want you, but, and you just got to feel that out, brother love, right?
And last thing, being a layperson, when somebody asks, does this work for ALS? You know, I mean, I try to guide them to that, you know, if it involves a cell, then it's safe to take.
Yeah.
But they were like, and then we haven't seen any so-called testimonials about that. So I just tell them right off the bat, you know, it works differently in everybody, and you know, you can be the first. That's what I'll say. Somebody had to be the first.
Yeah, and I love that. And you know, the thing about it is, obviously, we all know that we cannot make claims.
Right.
It's absolutely against the law. And so there's some great videos of Gary Samuelson speaking specifically at the Autistic One conference.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And in there, he talks about neurological disease. And so and a lot of different neurological diseases are named in this. And that opens up the pathway of bridging the gap and just being conscious and conscientious about what can and what truly legitimately can't be said. But the reality is, what we do know is it can't hurt you.
Right.
What we do know is it's 100% non-toxic. And what we do know is cells will start to communicate. And if you've been diagnosed with ALS, wow, in love and gratitude, this degenerative disease has been going on for a long time. And we got to start. And this is just one component. This is not your panacea. You know, there's multiple components that lead to the severity of an experience like that, which is really so much prayers to anyone and everyone with Lou Gehrig's disease. So, you know, just all you can do is lead somebody. I mean, I've just got so much compassion for that. So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing.
Can I just say something on glutathione? So I'm Peggy, and I'm a friend of Sharon's, but we work together in Southport, and she told me about this site. Cool. So, and I respect everything you do, Dr. Darren, because this is a great opportunity here.
Thank you.
So I've been on ASEA for 7 years, and I had gum issues, joint pain. I'm 70. And I do a lot of exercise and yoga and all that stuff, tap dancing, ballet. But glutathione, there's a lot of research on glutathione, which is the antioxidant in our bioactive, you know, state in our bodies. And ALS, Alzheimer's, and Parkinson's are low in glutathione.
Okay.
So that's what you can tell.
Awesome.
You know, that doesn't say, you know, well, we don't know, but
right.
There's been so many autoimmune problems, like with MS and things like that, where people are walking. So, you know, it's out there. They just haven't had that particular thing. There are videos on Parkinson's too. And, you know, they've injected glutathione. There's one on where the guy starts walking. So, you know, so it's just, I'm trying to get somebody on it that has ALS, and it's tough.
It is.
They're waiting, you know, doing the ice buckets and waiting for the protein.
Yeah, you know, it's tough.
I wouldn't wait. My father died at 39 from a heart attack. I'm not waiting.
Yeah, I don't blame you. And that's really great bridging information about glutathione being low in those experiences and showing that it increases by 800% in using the product. So phenomenal. Thank you, Peggy.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Pleasure. Jennifer.
And a few times, but I've heard it before that. I already had memorized it to 500%. Where's the discrepancy coming from?
I don't know. I read it that it was 800%.
Oh, I've seen 500. Some people are saying 500.
Is it 500?
It's 800 with glutathione, and it was 500 with the superoxide dismutase or whatever.
Oh, okay. All right.
Look at the scientific credibility page. It's on page 3 or 4.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you, brother love. Who else has questions? Nada. I would actually, to and I know we've been going at this for a little bit long, but I just would like to have one other thing. Jennifer?
Thank you. I thought of one. What can you recommend as far as follow up? Because I think that's where I've been having a little bit of struggle. I pursued somebody 2 or 3 times, and now like that 4th time feels really awkward.
Follow up in what sense? Somebody who's on it already, or somebody who?
No, somebody who I'm trying to educate about it.
Well,
they haven't exactly approached me. I'm saying I know something that's going to help, and
I would just continue to slow drip it in a loving way. And you never know when someone is going to really be in a place where they're like, they needed to hear you. And as long as you know that you're coming from love and authenticity, then share and, just come from that place. And rather than putting all one's eggs in a basket where I'm just relying on this one person, it isn't in that way. Just continue to share with multiple people, allow it to be that way so that you're not attached to just one person where you just like, oh, I got to have this happen. Just allow it to be. Tyler Norton really gives a great talk about being hungry, and people can see it in your eyes and hear it in your voice. And you like, I got to make this. Like that kind of thing is going to make people run from you. And so, just be in a place where you're loving and giving and, and one of the things that helps with that as well is asking, hey, after I send it, would you be okay if I follow it up with you? And that way they say, sure. And then that gives you an opportunity to bridge out rather than an awkward, like, oh, here's Jen calling.
Oh yeah.
Again.
I like that. I like that one a lot.
Yeah. So
one of the recommendations that I've learned from and use is, can I follow up with you in 3 months? And people are like, yeah. So, and oftentimes as well, once you put that out there, when you reach out to them, all of a sudden somebody will be really sick or their dog will get sick and they'll be like, Ellen, what is that stuff you were telling me about? And that's when they're ready. It's just a matter of when they're ready. And even with Lori Dawson, I had approached her when I first had, come into using this, and she was like, I wouldn't put that stuff in my body. I'm not going to use that. Well, 6 months later, she's like, Ellen, what is that stuff? So that's been kind of, a funny story that we've had between us, because she just, for whatever reasons, was not in a place in her life that she was able, ready, or willing to look at it for whatever reason. So people are all in their own space, and just allow it to happen and just feel out the energy of it, because that is really big.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah. You never know what people are going through and the lenses that are being perceived through. And so just compassion and love and doing our own inner work and knowing where we're coming from really makes a big difference. But I want to finish this with just giving Carrie an opportunity just to express her journey, because Carrie, you've really come a long way, and it's really been inspiring to observe, your journey, and just, if you wouldn't mind sharing your journey, where you're at, and as a result of where you're at right now, what you're able to see that you weren't able to see, maybe somebody who's just starting out and stuff like that.
Well, I started with hearing reading Ellen's story on Facebook. And so I was very skeptical, even though I read her story. And I ordered it right away, and I tried it, and I wasn't using it probably the way I should have. It wasn't effective for me. I actually needed more, and not just the 4 ounces. And so I gave up. I thought, no, this just isn't for me. And but yet I gave it to my dog. My dog was working on my dog, but something just clicked with me. And I started back in 2018. I just made a commitment, And it was right around the time where I actually started doing the LifeLine circles. So it was the same month, almost the same days, you know, within a few days, doing the LifeLine. And I think it was something in my subconscious that just I needed to release, that I was self-sabotaging my own health is probably what was happening. And so the LifeLine was a big lifesaver for me that way. And so I started back up, and I told my husband, I said, we're going to do this. We're going to be fully committed, and we're just going to do it. And that was for the 4 months. And he said, all right. And so we did it. And I learned from Ellen about increasing it, and I got on Facebook. I wasn't on Facebook that first time, so I missed out on a lot of information. So when you said that people should get on Facebook, absolutely get on Facebook, even if it's just to be on the pages, just to be on the Heal Thyself page and read testimonials. So I share that page a lot with everyone. And I've gotten a lot of people to sign up just from reading the testimonials. And then I was able to share my story and my dog's story and Ellen's story. If I didn't have a story that I communicated that wasn't for that person, didn't fit, I used somebody else's story that I had read or somebody I knew. And I just kept sharing from my heart, like what you were saying. It was fun. It made me happy to share and just watch somebody blossom and send me text messages. Oh my gosh, this happened, that happened. And the more excitement that I had from them getting healthier, then I just wanted to share it with somebody else and another person. And I have a gal that's become a good friend, and I just love her, is Micah. And when she first started, it was just for her dog. She just wanted to put it on her dog's paw, the Renew 28, and it just took off. And I didn't give up on her. It took me, Jennifer was talking about follow-up. It took me probably 2 or 3 months, and Micah, and I just kept giving her a little bit of information. And sometimes it was maybe once a month, and I would just send her a little something, and something I would just like, oh, I bet you she'd like this. This is about a dog, or this is about autoimmune, or whatever she had communicated for me. You gotta listen. You gotta be present, and you gotta listen to what they're telling you. I ask a lot of questions. I make it about them. And that's what's helped me, is just making it about their journey and not all about me.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Well, thank you for sharing your beautiful heart.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and making a difference in so many people's lives. And so awesome to meet Micah and, different people around the world that, you'd never even know. And it's just so much fun.
Yeah, I'm in Texas, and she's way up on the East Coast. She's in Connecticut, and it was through Facebook, connected on a group page that we both happened to be on, didn't even know each other.
That's
and
awesome.
I just felt it in my heart to reach out and say something to her, and then it all just catapulted into this beautiful sharing.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And I'll tell you something, just because let's pause right now, because months and years from now, there's going to be people that you have no idea who they are, and they are all going to be, their lives are going to be saved because of your relationship. And it's just the coolest thing ever. Coolest thing ever. So I want to thank everyone, especially Ellen Welk.
What? Darren. Dr. Darren. Penny here.
Oh, hi. Hi, Penny.
I just want to say I agree with you 100% that those should be renamed on
Right.
on the website.
Yeah.
Get the business part out of it and make it about the person.
Yeah.
Either the 4 bottles or the 6 bottles. I agree.
Power pack or superhero pack. Those are ones, but if you can come up with some creative names, that would be a lot of fun too.
And I wish they would make the little sample tubes just a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
You know, just a little bit bigger to give people a little bit more of an opportunity to jump in. But just my
well, yeah, maybe give 2 of them then. But
right.
yeah. But you know what's so cool? Click on your fast forward and get that done and share it with 4 people in 2 weeks or 8 people in 2 weeks and get the 25 plus the bonuses and create leverage and have, if you have 4 of those people be that 4-pack, wow, that's a lot of fun for you. You've just created a really cool momentum. So that's a lot of fun. But thank you all. And let's keep this going. We're going to be meeting 1 time a month. Marie, did you have a question? Oh, okay. You're so awesome. Hey, in love and gratitude, everybody have a great rest of your day, wherever you are.
Gratitude.
Love and gratitude.
Everyone. Thanks for coming on.
Bye, guys.
Bye.